Hi, I'm Shane with Lawn and Light.
And I'm Rodney.
And today we're going to walk you through a complete job from a contractor point of view. We're going to walk through where's power, how to run the lights on the house, what sections are you going to run, how are you going to do it, getting from power to the lights, bulbing and clipping. And then when the job is done, we're going to go ahead and mark it and show you how we mark it as if we were taking it down to put it up the next year. Here we go. First thing that we do when we get to a job is look at our job details. In Jobber, we'll have a picture that's done by the salesman. When he or she sells the job, they'll draw on the house to show where the lines are going. We want to look at that and confirm that the wording in the job details is the same thing. So it may say upper lines and lower lines on the front or something like that. You look at the picture, confirm that those match up. Now we can rock and roll. We're also going to look in the job title, and it tells the color of the job. So we'll say new Christmas install dash red, capital R, capital E, capital D, red. That's what this job is. And we hop out. We want to try to park this trailer with the door on the yard side, so it's easy to get in and out. It's not always possible, but we try to. Hop in, and the first thing that we get out right now is our spool and our ladder. Now this is going to shift to an actual roller, but right now we've got a pole, spool, and a ladder. We start rolling out towards the house first. Ideally this ladder would be over there, like I said, and then you roll out and come back away from the house. Then you want to get your materials out. So we have gotten our clips and our red bulbs out. Keep everything really organized. I'll show you in just a second. And so we get our clips and red bulbs out. We also, every time, get our trash bucket out, because you're gonna have trash. You don't wanna be walking back and forth to the trailer just to throw your trash away. Here's the trailer. Quick rundown. We try to organize based on what we use the most, from the back to the front, because typically we are coming in the back. Sometimes we come in the side, and it just depends on what you need. So if we need a timer or mag clips or whatever, we'll come up here. Our vest and our tool pouches stay up in the front. Our cougar paws stay up in the front. We got some more pair that we need to get out and get ready. And then all of our spools go right here. All of our bulbs are on the top, starting with warm white. Use the most in clips. These are regular clips. Right now we're using tough clips. We're about to switch. I'm testing out tough clips, best clips, and mainly on D2s to see which ones that we like the best for install. Anything extra, oh, here is your males and females and your zip wire. And then anything extra that we would possibly need more of, we put down here. What's in here? Oh, our stake clips. Then we grab our tool belt, stock up with whatever bulbs we're using and whatever clips we're using after we pull line out, and start bulbing and clipping, baby. So on this house right now, we just got this section done, and we bulbed and clipped enough to almost do the whole job. We don't want to over bulb and clip this job because it's red and we don't have another all red job. If it was all white, we would just over bulb and clip it, roll it back up what we had extra, and take it to the next job. So we've got this section done. Now we're kind of operating as in these little squares. Now we're going to run this section here, and we're going to run from the top, from the ridges first, so that we don't have to pull over our line. So we'll start there at the backside chimney, over, across, and down. This is our line here. So this is the only spool we're running today. We're going to cut right there. This is actually just going to be extra wire. That bulb's not going to be there because our line from this ridge is going to come to right here. So we're just going to leave this here but cut here. And what we'll end up doing is just pulling this bulb off and putting a male or female here to tie into power either way. So this is getting cut and starting over there.
So what we're doing here is we're scrunching the line a little bit, so that way we make sure that we get the same amount of measurement between each bulb. It's important for the overall aesthetic of it. You want to make sure that when you stand back, that it's going to look evenly proportioned throughout every light.
That's good. And when we get a little bit further in the job and you see the job come up completely, you'll understand what he's talking about there a little bit more. All right, here, let me show you a rookie mistake. Even the pros make mistakes. As we're rolling this line out here, we want to roll our first line out towards the house, but we ended up rolling it out away from the house. So when we're up here on the roof and pulling, look what happens. See all those lines getting tangled up? Let me zoom in there. It's not a giant mess yet, but I'm gonna have to go down and untangle it so that it doesn't get worse. So roll your lines toward the house. Your first line is closest to the house. That tangle from up there, all that was this right here. But 4 or 5 of those can get your line in a world of hurt. Here's a job from a little further out. So we're essentially doing 3 rectangles. This one, and that one. We started off and did this section here. Then we're gonna do this section. And right here, so this little bitty section right there goes with this one, just to make it 3 lines, to make it simple. Every job has kind of a pattern that it likes. Let's say the house decides the pattern, but there's typically 2 or 3 actual good patterns that you can use. And it's just the one that works best for your company. The reason we decided on the 3 line pattern is because typically we will have 3 guys working on a job. And so when we come back to this job next year, each guy can grab a line. They'll see the map, they'll know where they go, and they can pop them up. Each guy has a job, 1 line apiece. Every house is not gonna work out this way, but this house will work out very well this way. Another thing I'm gonna do, since Rodney's on the roof and I'm kind of done with my job down here, is move the ladder over so that when he gets done, he can just hop down and we can start getting our stuff ready to tie everything in. You want to be careful setting ladders on concrete. If it's any kind of wet, it'll slip. If it is wet and that's the only place that you have to put it, just make sure that somebody's holding the legs as they come down from the roof or go up on the roof. We're going to go ahead and unbulb and clip these because our next job is warm white. So we won't need these, and there's just 10 left over. So right now we're using this DeWalt hot glue gun that you have to plug in, but we ordered some battery glue guns that you can just use existing Milwaukee or whatever batteries you have for them. We'll test those out. If we like them, we'll put a link in the description so that you can get you some. So right here, tested our timer, everything's good. We're gonna hot glue and get our power wire down the walkway here to start power to our lights. So we just pulled out this cord. We've already hot glued a bit of it. What I measured it off of the roll to about right here. We're gonna go up. You're showing this, Rodney, this section right here. We're gonna go up the side of this, and either we'll probably just hot glue to the brick, but we may stick like 1 clip on here to really hold it all the way to the top there. So I'm just gonna put it on the concrete just to dab and then push it in. Just hold it there for just a second. And keep working down. The reason I say we'll probably put a clip or 2 on this as well just to secure it, because hot glue on brick, sometimes weather changes, gets hot, cold, humidity, they will come off of there sometimes.
Okay, now that we have the power already plugged into our first section of the Christmas lights, what we're gonna do is, now that we have power coming to this stream of lights right here, we wanna make sure that we put a female adapter onto this side. Female has the power, always remember that. When attaching these females or males, what you want to do is you want to find the bigger hole for the socket, and then wherever that big hole notch, it's got a little spike in there, wherever that is at, you want to line it up with the ridges on your wire here. So one of them smooth, and then one of them's got very small grooves in it, and that's the side that you want your bigger hole to line up with.
So we're gonna double mark everything when we're doing this on the contractor side. We have these, I'll put a link in the description on Amazon. So this job, it doesn't, these are 1 to 50. These little tabs are 1 to 50. And we're just opening, we opened one of these and we just pulled out 3 of them because that's how many lines we have. It doesn't matter what number it is. Now we're gonna use these to mark where our lines start, like the male side of the line. But we're also going to use colored zip ties to annotate and mark where the reference points on the house are that we want to kind of start putting the lines up. So here we go. Number on our first line, that is number 16. You can put a whole lot of details in these. It takes longer to make the map, but even a bunch of details on here, it's not going to take long to read a map. It's going to save on job time next year. Color is that reference point? Green? Okay. So the reference point being green, I'm going to make that line green. And you can do this however you want to. We may figure out a better way to do it later. So before we close out this video, go to lawnandlight.com. If you're a contractor, sign up to be a contractor for our contractor pricing. We have really good pricing. We take really good care of our people. If you have any questions, shoot us a message on our website and we will get those answered. But we just got everything back in. Pole goes right there. Ladders on this side just zipped up. When we get a 32 foot, we don't have it yet, but when we get it, it's gonna go on top. If we missed anything or didn't answer any of your questions, just put them in the comments. We'll probably make more videos that will answer those questions as well. The last thing I'll leave you with is, like, today we're not taking these down. But when you do, when you roll them up and you take them down, you're gonna have these markers on each section of lights. Make sure that this number is at the top where you zip tie your lights so that they can easily be pulled out of the box and you know exactly where they're gonna go next year. I think that's it for today. Remember, love God, love others. Let your work reflect that. And we'll catch you on the next one.